Hello and welcome to Krita Blend. On this channel I combine Krita and Blender into my workflow to create my 3D models in Blender. At the moment one of the models that I'm working on is a coal mine. Now coal mines, being thousands of feet below ground, are not atmospherically kind to metal objects, and so rust is a huge feature of these places. Not surprising that things that get heavy use, like minecart wheels, are usually nothing but rust. And in Krita today we will create a rust texture, and then we will import it into Blender and apply it to a minecart wheel. So here's our minecart wheel. This is a straight spoked one, as opposed to some that had a curved sprung spoke. They were generally cast iron and so would be very rusty. They'd be out in all the elements of the pit top, the weather and everything else like that while they were loaded with supplies. And then they'd be transporting supplies throughout all the humid underground workings. So rust would be very, very prolific on these items. Right, so here we are. Nice quick texture, this one. Get a new file open. We'll go for A4, 300 dpi is plenty. And being as it's round, I'm going to create a circle with the select tool. Nice big circle there. And first thing first, airbrush tool, a dark brown colour, and we'll just completely and utterly block that in with that. I know I could do it with the fill tool, but well, this is just as quick. The next brush I'm going to use is this watercolour brush. And I'm going to use a sort of like a mustardy orange colour and a new layer. And I'm going to just put that on because when rust's been wet, it does have this under patina, which looks a little bit like a watercolour effect. And I'm going to drop the opacity of that down to about 38, maybe a little bit more, 33%. Yeah, that looks right. The other brush I quite like to use for rust textures is this sponge brush here. And it gives a nice sort of, let's have a bit more reddish. A bit more. And slightly more brown. There we go. It does have this nice sort of speckled pattern, which we go over that. And this is subtle. It's not too heavy. It goes over this, and then we'll drop a new layer on, and we'll pop that over the top. This is a bit lighter. And we sort of fill around where this lighter rust colour and this watercolour type of rust is. Pop that up to a darker shade. There. Slightly reddier. And we'll have another layer and we'll pop this darker shade over the top. Again, it's subtle, this, not too strong. And then we'll start to get up to some darker colours on the next layer. And go around the outside edge. And into the middle a bit. And we'll just give it a quick scattering over. And we'll drop the opacity of that down to about 50%. Another layer. And it's basically you're building up layers of rust and rusty colours in speckles of different types and with different brushes. I'll go over it again with this. Drop the size down just a touch and do this. And this adds to a sort of smaller rust speckle pattern. And that'll do that. We're not even change the opacity of that. We'll have the black back. We'll have another layer. We'll take the opacity of the black down this time instead of changing the opacity of the layer. And we'll give it some sort of jankiness, as we call it, could call it. And you can go up to quite extremes making a rust texture, especially if you apply paint. But I think we'll leave it at that, and we'll see how that looks on the wheel. So first things first, we go into File, and we'll export it as a PNG. I've got a couple of Rusty Wheels textures in here already, so I shall call this one Rusty Wheels 2. And we'll still save that as a PNG. And this is going to be our diffuse. And then we're going to change this to a monochrome. I'm going to filter, adjust, and desaturate. And that turns... I should turn it. Hang on, have I done something wrong? Ah, yes. It's turned part of it into it. Yes, that's because I have not flattened the image into layer, flatten the image. Now I can change it all into a monochrome. Filter, adjust, desaturate, and there we go. So this is going to be our bump map for the rust. So we shall save that, export that as Rusty Wheels black and white 2, a PNG image, and we'll save that. Okie dokie. Right, now let's go back to Blender. So here we are in Blender. Now I've got a file open with my textures in. So I'm going to go into shading, and we'll put that into, and we'll start with a new, and I will drop in those textures that I've created. It's just a case of drag and drop. So here we are, Rusty Wheels Blend 2. I'm dragging that in now from my other folder. And then I have got Rusty Wheels Black and White 2. Right, if we couple this colour to the base colour, you see there's some colour come on it at the moment. And we'll get into unwrapping this properly in a minute. We'll add a vector and a bump node. We'll drop the bump into the normal and the colour into the height. And we shall... We'll have a look at that in a minute. We'll sort that out. This has got to be a non-colour data because it's a black and white image. Right, let's go back to our layout, and you can see we've dropped that in and it's a bit of a mess. So we'll click on that, we'll hit tab, we'll go A for all, and then we'll hit U for UV unwrap, and we shall come down here to cube projection. Down, and basically it's given us this round projection. So if we hit all and scale, we can drop that down in size, get our move arrows on, and we can put that in the center of the circle, thereabouts, and even scale that up just a tad. So let's go back to our shading and have a look what we've got. Well, we've got a very heavy rust pattern on that, haven't we? That is way too heavy. So we'll leave the strength as it is, because I think you should always leave this strength at 1, and you should alter the distance. If we don't drop the distance down to 0, it goes very smooth. We'll bring the roughness up, and we'll bring the distance up ever so slightly, a little bit at a time. And if we've got 100 on that, let's have a look what that looks like. That don't look too bad at all, do it? Let's have a look in our layout. So there we have it. We've got that rusty wheel look. And if we zoom in on that, we can see it's got these bits of rust on and everything. So there we have it. A rusty texture created in Krita in a few minutes and applied to a minecart wheel or pit tub wheel in Blender. Hope you liked this video. Hope it didn't drag out too long for what it is, and I should be doing a few other videos like this in the not too distant future, so if you like what you see, please subscribe and catch you again later in another video. Thanks very much. Bye for now.